Hello, my name is Farzaan Siddiqui, and today I'm going to be explaining a handful of manufacturing processes that are used in the production of automobiles. Automobiles have been around ever since the late 1800s, initially with the sole purpose of transporting people from point A to point B. And as expected, these commercial vehicles have evolved over the many years that they have been around. As the technology becomes more and more advanced, so does the manufacturing processes for the products. These processes have evolved to adhere to important factors, such as lowering the cost, reducing the material usage, and improving overall performance, and such other reasons. When we look at cars today, there are so many special techniques and processes that lead to the assembly known as the automobile. You can take any number of parts found within an automobile and learn that a special method of manufacturing was used to create the part. We will now examine certain manufacturing techniques and see how it's incorporated in the creation of a vehicle. First, we will discuss tempering. Tempering is a heat treatment process where material is heated to temperatures as high as 600 degrees Celsius. Then, the material is rapidly cooled using air jets or water jets. This process significantly increases the strength and integrity of the material. But why is this effective? The reason tempering works is due to the internal forces within the glass. Once the glass is cooled, the center of the glass plane tries to pull back from the outer surfaces. This creates a state of tension in the center of the piece and a state of compression on the outer surface of the panel. The duality of forces invites the glass to shrink inward, which significantly increases its resistance, thus making it harder to shatter and a lot more resistant. We find that this technique is used in the manufacturing of windshields for cars. After a glass panel is cut into its proper dimensions, it undergoes a tempering heat treatment process. Typical glass is a solid material for a windshield, but it can break easily and can be dangerous for passengers. Tempering the glass allows for a more durable material that is resistant to higher forces. There are a few limitations to tempering. One issue is that it can require a high investment to supply the machines for superheating and rapid cooling of the material. Another limitation is that tempering is an irreversible process. Once the process is complete, the finished material cannot be softened or reshaped. It also means that if there is a defect within the material, the integrity of the glass will be compromised. Overall, tempering is a process that greatly benefits automobiles. Creating windshields and windows of higher strength is safer for passengers and ensures better protection. Next, we will discuss blow molding. Blow molding is a manufacturing technique that creates hollow plastic parts using pressurized air and a customized mold. The material is confined within the mold, and once it becomes inflated with air, it expands and is shaped by the mold. Blow molding is a technique that generally has a high degree of control. It has high precision and results in very minimal material waste. Typically, blow molding is used for manufacturing small plastic objects, such as plastic bottles or containers. However, blow molding can also be used in the creation of tires. After the main structure is created, it's time to create the tread pattern. This is where blow molding is applied. The tire is placed inside a chamber that inflates pressurized air into the tire. The air then expands the tire and presses the material against a mold within the chamber. After the tire is done curing, the treads have been placed and the tire is ready. Now, there are a few limitations to blow molding. One issue is that blow molding is not compatible with all plastics and rubber materials. For tire manufacturing specifically, only certain materials can undergo blow molding. Another issue is that blow molding is typically intended for lightweight and low-stress situations. This means that tires that undergo blow molding may not be suitable for heavy-duty situations, such as fitting for trucks or semis. Overall, blow molding is an efficient way to create tread patterns for tires, making it a crucial element of manufacturing process for cars. Next, we will discuss metal steel stamping. Steel stamping is a technique that can be traced back to hundreds, maybe even thousands of years ago, when civilizations first began stamping metal for currency. Steel stamping is a very simple process that can be relied on in many fields of manufacturing. Steel stamping is the process of pressing sheets of metal and changing its shape. Steel stamping is typically a cost-effective technique and is capable of operating towards a high-volume production. With the right mold, metals can be stamped into complex shapes and retain high durability. When looking at the manufacturing process for cars, it's no surprise that many parts are a result of steel stamping. Parts such as door frames, engine hoods, trunks, and other pieces are created through stamping. There are a few limitations to steel stamping. One issue is that stamping requires customized equipment, which can be of high cost to invest in. Another problem is that not all materials are suited for stamping. Materials that are too thick or lose strength when they are deformed may not be compatible with stamping. Despite some of these limitations, steel stamping is still a very cost-effective method for preparing materials for the production of automobiles. Next, we will discuss injection molding. Injection molding is a process where a special material is melted and poured into a customized mold. The material is then cooled, and once it solidifies, it takes the shape given by the mold. Injection molding is one of the most popular methods of manufacturing cheap, lightweight products. It's great for creating durable parts while also operating at a high volume. The process is very precise and contributes to minimal material waste. Injection molding can be used to create many parts, such as the trims and panels found within a car's interior. The parts can typically be made from thermoplastics, which results in them being lightweight and very durable. There are a few limitations to injection molding. One issue is that it requires a very large investment in its initial phase. Creating special equipment to handle and shape heated material is very costly. Another limitation is that since the material must be cooled and solidified, the time to create one part may differ if the part is very large. Injection molding is viewed as a very valuable technique. It is an efficient process, and it is most certainly very beneficial to the creation of vehicles. Next, we will discuss buffing. Buffing is a process that uses an abrasive material to create a smooth finish on the surface of a material. Along with the abrasive material, a special polishing compound or paste is applied to the surface using a rotating tool. Here is an example of a BMW automated paint shop. After a vehicle has finished its painting process, it is scanned for any remaining punctures or defects. Then several robotic arms are equipped with rotating tools that apply compound to smooth out the defects. The final product is a clean finish and an exterior with minimal defects. Buffing a surface can achieve a glossy appearance and a smooth surface finish. In the production of automobiles, buffing is a common technique applied to the exterior of cars. After a car has received its last coat of paint and primer, it will typically undergo buffing to smooth out any small defects that are found. There are a few limitations to buffing. One issue is that buffing is not very effective when it comes to fixing large dents or scratches. It's better suited for small defects and small punctures. Another issue is that a surface could be at risk of overbuffing, and the abrasive material could cause more damage if not applied appropriately. Overall, achieving a cleaner surface finish is necessary in producing vehicles. Buffing is a key step in the manufacturing process of automobiles. After taking a dive in a handful of different techniques, it's clear that a lot of care and precision is taken when manufacturing cars. Different processes are utilized to create parts, increase integrity, complete the aesthetic look, and other reasons, all of which are significant in the production of automobiles. Here are the references used for the information in this video. That is all. Thank you for watching.